Hey viewers and friends, Andrew back again and welcome to another video, and it is another book, DVD and Blu-ray update. So I'm just going to get straight into it. I'm going to start with the book first, and I'd like to give a shout out and a thank you to Coddy, aka Colin, here on YouTube for sending me a Wes Craven book, The Man and His Nightmares. Wes Craven is one of my favourite directors of all time, and definitely what I consider to be the most underrated horror director. So, you know, I've been eyeing this book off for a while. Colin was good enough to ask me if I wanted him to get it for me, and yeah, really happy for that. So thank you so much for sending this out to me, mate. I really do appreciate it. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to getting into it soon. Okay, on to the movies. Mixed bag here, not all horror. There's some horror, some comedy and some action. So the first one I'm going to show is The Castle. This is an Australian comedy movie, and I can remember seeing this years and years ago and really enjoying it. So I came across it cheap on DVD and decided to pick it up. Gave it another watch, and unfortunately it doesn't hold up quite as well as I remembered. But I mean, you get that with some movies, so I'm not too concerned about it. I mean, it is still a pretty good movie, but it's nothing amazing or anything. And it's very slow burning actually for a comedy, which kind of lets the film down a little bit, I think. But yeah, nothing excellent, but it's pretty good. The Castle. This is one of my favourite comedies. I absolutely love it. Death at a Funeral. I saw this when it first came out, and I've never actually owned an official copy of the movie before, and decided to pick it up. Again, it was another cheap title along with The Castle. This movie is fantastic. I'm not normally big into my comedy movies, and I am rather picky when it comes to that genre, but this is one of my favourites. It's absolutely hilarious. One of the best British comedies in my opinion. So if you haven't checked this movie out and you're looking for a really top-notch British comedy, I can't recommend this one enough. Absolutely hilarious. This is probably the pickup of the update, and that is Peeping Tom. This is the original Australian release of the movie, I believe, on DVD. Haven't had a chance to watch this yet. It has been a title that I've been wanting to pick up for quite a while, considering it is one of the earliest slasher movies. I'm not sure if this came out before Psycho or after Psycho. I'm not entirely sure. If someone knows, please let me know. I'm definitely interested in that. But yeah, haven't seen it yet, but I picked this one up from the Salvation Army of all places for $2, and it is in excellent condition. The case is great and the disc is pretty much flawless. So yeah, basically a brand new copy of Peeping Tom for $2. I can't believe it. This isn't a movie that you come across fairly regularly at all. I've never actually seen this one in a retail store before, so can't wait to check it out. Really looking forward to it actually, and I will be doing a slasher review on it, so stay tuned for that. The next one is another rather rare DVD. It's the Masters of Horror, the Ultimate Shockumentary Collection, sorry. It has three famous horror directors, basically an hour interview each, I think, covering Argento, Bava and Carpenter. I mostly picked this one up for Carpenter, obviously, but I am also interested in checking out the interview with Argento, or the documentary rather. I've only seen the John Carpenter one, and it was well worth picking up for that alone. Really interesting. It basically covers his childhood, growing up, his influences and getting into movie directing, that sort of thing, and it focuses on his earlier movies. Really interesting. It was about an hour long, and I really enjoyed it. This is a rather rare DVD to come across, but if you can pick it up if you're a fan of any of these directors, I'd recommend it, but especially the John Carpenter documentary. It was great. This is a upgrade from my DVD. It's the Blu-ray of Drag Me to Hell. This horror movie, or this modern horror, is one of my favourites. I absolutely love it. Directed by Sam Raimi, who of course did the Evil Dead series. Actually prefer this to the Evil Dead series. I'm probably going to get a little bit of flack from that, but that's my opinion. Great demon possession movie, really good. Great characters, just an all-round fantastic movie, and the scene in the car with the old woman / demon always freaks me out. So no doubt this will look good on Blu-ray. Next up we have The Last House on the Left remake. This has been a title that I've been putting off getting. I've never really come across a reasonably priced copy, but I picked this one up for about $11, which I thought was a fairly good price for it. Haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I've heard pretty good things about it. I've heard it's one of the better remakes, and really like the cover art, so can't wait to check this one out. The next one is Waxwork. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this one. I was rather disappointed in it. It was kind of different to what I was expecting. It basically turned into like a whole, not a horror anthology, but basically what happened is these teenagers went into a waxwork, and these waxwork displays came to life, and each character got trapped in a certain display with like a waxwork creature or monster or character, and it sort of played out their little segment like that. I thought it was alright, but nothing amazing. I mean, the werewolf segment was the only decent one in my opinion, or the only one I really enjoyed, and the werewolf transformation was atrocious. One of the worst looking werewolves I've ever seen. But yeah, this gets a lot of love, and it was definitely one that I was pretty disappointed in, so personally I can't really recommend it. Next up we have Diary of a Wimpy Kid 1 and 2. This got recommended to me when I did my family / kid movie collection overview, and I'm really glad I checked it out. I totally forgot about the two movies, and gotta say they are really good. They don't come close to sort of my favourite 80s classics, but in terms of modern stuff, they're one of the better kid / family movies out there. I personally preferred the second one over the first one. I thought it was a little bit more mature and quite a lot more funnier, but they're both great movies and well worth checking out if you're a fan of that genre. The next one looks absolutely amazing on Blu-ray, and that is the Tintin movie. Now, I was a big fan of the Tintin cartoons growing up, and it had been a while since I'd seen them, and when I first heard about this movie coming out, I was pretty excited, and being a Steven Spielberg fan, I was even more excited. However, I never got a chance to see this in theatre, and I picked this one up the week that it came out, so I've had it a few weeks. Watched it straight away and was absolutely blown away by it. The movie itself is really good. It is a little slow in parts, but then it suddenly picks up in action fairly quickly, so it is a fairly well-paced movie. But the animation in this movie is what drew me into the film right from the start. I mean, I was glued to the screen. The animation in this is hands down the most amazing thing that I have ever seen, and I'm not even exaggerating. If you're a massive fan of showing off what a Blu-ray has potential to do and wanting to see something totally amazing in HD, pick up this movie. Even if you're not a huge fan of Tintin, in my opinion this movie is worth picking up for the animation alone. And you know, I thought it was a great movie, but the animation, wow. you need to check this out. Next up we have Mercury Rising with Bruce Willis. I've seen this movie before and it is really, really good. I've always enjoyed it. Never owned it, so it was $8 on Blu-ray at Kmart, so I decided to pick it up. Haven't seen the Blu-ray yet, so I'm not too sure the quality on it, but the movie is great. Next up we have Collateral Damage with Arnie. I'm slowly building up my Arnie collection, and this is a great movie. I'd never seen it prior to picking it up. I think I paid like $10 for it, and the Blu-ray itself, it looks really good on Blu-ray. But the movie is awesome. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, but if you're looking for a really, really good modern Arnie movie or a modern action movie, I would definitely recommend checking Collateral Damage out. Very, very good. And the last movie, we're going to finish off the update with another action flick, a classic actually, and that is Universal Soldier with Van Damme. I can't remember if I've ever seen this movie before getting this Blu-ray, but I thought it was really, really good. Not one of my personal favourites though. I will admit I'm not the biggest Van Damme fan. I definitely prefer Arnie and even Stallone to Van Damme. But in terms of an early 90s action movie, this was really, really good. I did enjoy it a lot. I mean, I'm sure everyone's seen it, but if you're one of the few people that haven't, I would definitely check it out. So there you go guys, that is my book, DVD and Blu-ray update. If you've seen any of these movies, definitely let me know what you think of them in the comments section below, and thanks a lot for watching.